La da 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 da. Oh, you're gonna get a vintage episode today, guys. Like, pretty. I feel like this is pretty vintage. I just DJ'd. I came back from DJing. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and I had a good time. But 5 hours on my feet, like fuck. Like I don't care what you do for a living, any job, but 5 hours on your feet is tough. Like you know, like imagine getting whipped in the back, working 5 hours on your feet. That's basically what I did. You know, in the dark. So I don't want to say I'm a fucking hero. I'm not. I'm not saying that. Like remember how you guys used to say nurses were heroes? Remember that was a thing? They're heroes, the nurses. Like not it's not even just nurses. I hate the term hero. I feel like it's the most overused term in the world. Hero. He's a hero because he called the police. She's a hero because she called the ambulance. How does it feel that you saw somebody about to jump off a roof and you called and got help? Like, you're not a hero, you know? And I don't want to be, like, am I pessimistic for that? I might be. But god damn, like, everybody's a hero. I wish they interviewed me for some bullshit. Like if I, for example, I don't know, say there was a flood coming in the family next door, or say there's the family next door were like, they needed somewhere to stay, and I let them stay with me, and they're like, you're a hero for letting the family stay with you. Like, say the news came to me and they said, you're a hero. I'd be like, no, I'm not a fucking hero. Like, that's the dumbest shit. I'm a superhero. Okay? I'm an Avenger. I'm essentially Spider-Man. That's what I would say. I would say that on live TV. And I have no remorse. Not no remorse, but like, it's just so dumb to me, the concept everyone's a hero. That's why they have these dumb songs. You can be my hero, baby. Who's he talking to? The Black Widow? She's not even black. And I get it, it's a spider, but isn't the spider black too? Could be a Black Widow. That'd be cool. But I did my first DJing gig, and it was okay. It was good. It was for 21st, and these kids were lit. And I was there for 5 hours, and afterwards I found out that it was good. I got paid more than I ever got paid to DJ, and it was a nice chunk of change. But I found out I could have asked for double, and they would have coughed it up. So, as Fat Joe would say, yesterday's price is not today's price. Even though for him, I feel like yesterday's price is not today's price, because yesterday's price was like quadruple what you make today. You know? Yeah, that. But 5 hours on my feet, and like, there's only so much R&B and hip hop I can play. Like, there's this weird thing where it's like, I can't play banger after banger after banger after banger because people get tired. Like, I see motherfuckers sweating on the dance floor. Somebody's grandma's knees about to pop out. You know, it's Filipinos, so I have to put some Bruno Mars in that bitch because Filipinos love Bruno Mars. I played Miguel, but I don't think Filipinos in Australia like know Miguel like that. I had text messages from people like, it was like, hey, can you play Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus? And they played it, and I played it, and they fucking loved it. So I'm not even mad. Like, I'll play anything as long as you love it. And then they asked for EDM, and I was like, wrong guy. You know, and after DJing, I'm on a high, so I was like, you know what? Let me record because I didn't have the chance today to go meet up with Izana, which is the guy that I record with, you know, more often than not. This week I've been busy, not doing shit, getting fat. But so I decided to record today because I had to get something off my chest. I just had to. Like, it was bothering me. Okay, it wasn't really bothering me, but it's like watching someone self-destruct, but the world's watching. Like, I know when I'm self-destructing. I'm sure whoever's listening, you know when you're self-destructing. You know when you're doing things that are bad to your, like, mental health, physical health. But we're talking about Kanye, Koon, Kardashian. Spelled with K's. So it's K, Kanye, Koon with a K, and Kardashian, K. And I like, it's not that what he does baffles me. It's that he is a grown-ass nigga. Like, he's in his 40s, bro. Like, I'm not even in my 30s, and I can't comprehend doing the shit he does. Kanye does what your thoughts are. Like, what your intrusive thoughts. You know when you're like, I don't know. You ever talk to somebody? This might just be me. You ever talk to somebody, and for some reason you ever think like, what would happen if I just spat in their face? Like, it's just a thought that goes through your head. You don't do it, right? Or it's like you see a child walking past, and you're like, huh, what if I just pushed it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just think these thoughts. You don't actually do it. Yeah. It's the same with I don't know, but I think Kanye, like, he just allows that shit to go. Like, he doesn't think. And if you're listening, you're like, why am I going in on Kanye? And it's like his latest rant, or his latest thing that he did was he was doing a fashion show for Balenciaga. Give me a second, guys, because I'm recording by myself today, and I'm coming back from a night out. So, a shot to me, and if you're listening and not doing anything, take a shot for you too, you know? Take a shot for me if you're a hero. Take a shot if you're a hero. So, aka everyone. That's a gender neutral term. They, them, he, him, she, her, he, hero. Why I gotta be hero? Why can't I be Shiro? Imagine that. So Kanye was doing a show for Balenciaga. I think it's like, he's in Paris. And this is, honestly, the whole fashion show was weird. It's like, they're walking through mud. It's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a dystopian thing or whatever. So Kanye is doing his thing, working for Balenciaga. And whenever he does fashion, I feel like he comes up on the feed, right? And Kanye's fashion, I don't really judge because, you know, it is what it is. But he decided to put his models, his black models in particular. I didn't see the white models wearing it, so maybe they were. But he put his black models in White Lives Matter shirts. Like in the back, it says White Lives Matter. Not all lives matter, which at least I feel like ignorance says a lot for for all lives matter. It's like, oh, like, you just a fucking retard. You don't know what that, like, you're just an idiot. But white lives matter, I feel like, is very proactive, right? Proactive, provocative. And Kanye, I don't, like, this nigga's fucking 40, bro. Like, 40 something. I'm not even 30, but I just, like, this is a grown man we're talking about with black kids, you know? And I can tell you already what Kanye thought, like, making this stuff. Because I know, like, Kanye has come out and made a bunch of excuses about why he did it, blah, 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 blah. Not even excuses, like, reasons. And those don't matter because he'll change them up, like, whatever fits the narrative for him. But Kanye right now he's just like a guy that seeks validation like nobody else. And if you're like even wondering like, why does it matter, white lives matter, like the shirt, it deep down it really doesn't, right? But what the problem is, like, the reason why black people get upset with like a white lives matter shirt or somebody saying white lives matter, it's like, we can't, black lives matter, what Black Lives Matter means, it comes from it derives from the term of, like, basically, like, they were killing black folks. Black lives aren't respected. They're getting murdered across, honestly, America in particular, but even in Australia in terms of First Nations people, Indigenous people. So it's like, it's put in recognition to that, like, Black Lives Matter, like, we matter just as much as anybody else. We are a thing. And then to do white lives matter, to do all lives matter would be like, just ignorant, like, oh yeah, all our lives matter. It's kind of dismissing us. But to put white lives matter is like putting at the forefront, like, oh, what about white lives? It's like, can we not have a conversation about not white people without you guys being the center of discussion? You know, and this is something black people always fight with in just everyday life with other situations, right? But then for Kanye to, like, as a black man on top of that, it's not even just Kanye, as a black man, to fucking do that, it's like you're undermining so much that of people, what people are trying to do. And Kanye's excuse, right? Oh fuck! Kanye's excuse was like, the Black Lives Matter organization or Black Lives Matter is corrupt, whatever it is. And he's talking about the organization, and yeah, he's not wrong. 100% correct, actually. If we're being 100% honest, the Black Lives organization is not a reliable organization, right? But again, there's a massive difference between Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter organization. Just like there's a massive difference between fucking poverty and like the Red Cross. Where it's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking give money to like the hungry kids in Africa. I'm speaking as a white person or non-black person, non-African person. I don't want to give money to the hungry kids in Africa because the Red Cross has been stealing our money. I'm not sure if they have, but for example, if they have, it's like doesn't mean poverty doesn't exist in Africa. You can still be like, yeah, there's still poverty there. You can't be like, oh, there's no poverty. Poverty in Africa is fake because the Red Cross is taking the money. It's like, what? Like, there's a difference, right? And Kanye knows it. That's the thing. Like, I know he knows this. I mean, I do. I just find it too hard he doesn't know this because he's just a fucking idiot. This guy that people love so much, he claimed recently, I forgot where he fucking said it. I swear he said it. You can Google it. If he didn't say it, then, fuck him. He said he's never read a book because he doesn't have the time. This is the man that preaches the Bible. He preaches the Bible, but one thing I've just noticed now as I'm talking is that he never even quotes what he preaches. Like people normally say like Jebediah 16:43. Jebediah, I don't know, Joseph, David, and they recite a verse for whatever thing they're saying. Kanye doesn't, because he's never read the Bible, and it's so weird. Like the people supporting Kanye, I feel like, it's the right, the media on the right. So like even black people on the right. So it's like Candace Owens. It's like, oh, liberals are this, liberals and that. So they go on the right, and it's not hard to get support from the right. As like, and I don't want to say it's all of them, but it is. He's like, you lean to the right or the opposite side because when you say things like Black Lives Don't Matter as a black man, you're like, it's not that you're speaking for us, but you are an object that can be used against us, right? So if I say if someone's trying to deny that there's fucking hunger in Ethiopia, and I was born there and I'm raised there, and I came out and I said, yeah, they're right. There's no hunger in Ethiopia. And someone has an agenda to get rid of that. I would be on the forefront. Like, oh, he's an Ethiopian guy saying there's no hunger there. That must mean there's no hunger there. Even though there's fucking clearly hunger there. So that's why with the right stuff, it's very easy to they'll support you. They'll dig down and support you. They'll be like, yeah, Kanye, whatever you say. So Candace Owens is just like him. And it's like, I don't know, I don't see white people selling themselves out like the way black folks do sometimes. Like, if a white person is about Black Lives Matter, it's actually not. There are. I take that back. There are sellouts. Like, yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's hella sellouts. There's sellouts in every group. But it just pissed me off. I don't know, because it's like, it's so hard to get recognized for certain things for being black, and it's so easy to lose it, And I know Kanye next week is going to be like, as a black man raising these kids, the Kardashians will let me see my kids. Good, nigga. You shouldn't see your No. But I never want to hear Kanye out of the words as a black man. And then victimize himself. Kanye is basically like a fucking Karen of black people. The queen victim. Kanye is only a victim. I just hate how much he's a victim. I think I'm so hurt because I love that nigga's music, right? How many albums he's made that's amazing? The College Dropout, Graduation, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, The Life of Pablo, 808 and Heartbreaks. That's 5 beautiful, I think he has the greatest catalog in music. But again, 2016 was My Life of Pablo. He hasn't dropped anything since, even close. I don't think Kanye's even a musical genius. I think Kanye is a musical prodigy that burnt out. And he's always blaming the Kardashians. I think Kim, at least, is a fucking good mom to their kids. Kanye is just... I don't even know how to explain this nigga. He's like an anomaly, But I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for his fucking mom. I swear on her mind. She's probably rolling in her grave. Kanye has hella insecurities and it shows to the world, which is unfortunate because, he was so beloved, And it's getting to a point where it's like, it's hard to even listen to his old music knowing how he is now. Does that make sense? Is that like, it's like when I listen to like, he's like, I was listening to, in the gym, I was listening to fucking, I think Can't Tell Me Nothing. Nah, 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 wait till I get my money right. Pow! I had a dream, I could buy my way to heaven. When I walk, I spent it on a necklace. Pow! You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when I'm listening to it in the gym, I'm like, I love the song, but it's just like, I know what Kanye is now, and it just fucking sucks. And he always has excuses. He's always out. He's tweeting like crazy right now, and everyone's like, oh, it's because he's lost his mom, he has bipolar. Nah, nigga, let's stop with that bullshit. The nigga's just a fucking dick, bro. Like, not a dick, he's a dickhead. I used to feel bad when the fucking South Park made fun of him. I didn't not feel bad, but I'm like, oh, you don't like, I was like, oh, and I feel like the only people supporting him now aren't even people that like have been with him since day one, like his actual friends, and then people that don't know him, like fans like me and stuff. Anybody who grew up on Kanye, I don't think supports him anymore. It's only these new kids, like the kids that like know Ye for like his antics. Not even like, because if you've known Kanye, like if you've been with Kanye since like the get-go, then you would know like it hurts, And it's just like, oh, we've lost this nigga. But if you didn't grow up on Kanye, then it's like, I guess it's interesting, right? It's like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Kanye is basically Tekashi 6ix9ine. Koon, yeah. Fucking Kanye, bro. The biggest coon in the world. Somebody needs to rock his jaw one more time. Okay, I don't mean that, Kanye. I don't mean your jaw needs to get rocked. You chipmunk, Just move on, man, because I'm just getting annoyed thinking about this nigga.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? So, as you guys know, if you listen to this podcast, which I feel like I'm getting, like, we're doing well, guys. We're doing well. Let's just say that. We're doing well. So, I'm on Twitter a lot. And my Twitter used to be a lot more private, and I didn't tweet often. And I still don't really tweet, but now I'm a bit more open, and I like I don't know what's more fucking. I don't know what's more weird, like Kanye or these like people on Twitter. So I'm just gonna read this tweet from this girl. Okay, I'm gonna read this. She has a thread. Like it's like multiple tweets, but I'm gonna read the one that starts it off. Okay? And if you could see me, you'd see me like doing quotation marks on my hands. But just imagine when they come in. This girl says, "This girl I went to high school with is coming out saying that she's a survivor of sex trafficking." Okay, unfortunate, right? I agree. Anyway, continued. And she's been with multiple elites. Whenever I see the word elites, I always get skeptical. But anyway, she's been with multiple elites. Joe Biden, Barack and Michelle Obama, Oprah, John Travolta, the list goes on. Now, there's a thread, right? The minute let's look at the fucking, what is it called? The like where it's like red flags. Let's look at the red flags. This girl I went to high school with. So like, this girl I went to high school with. Already, it's like, not your friend, just a girl I went to high school with. And one thing you know about the States is, in high school, there's 1,000 of you motherfuckers in the same level. It's coming out saying she's a survivor of sex trafficking. Valid. And she's been with multiple elites. Whenever I see that word multiple elites, I'm always like, oh, the word multiple and elites. One, I get. But multiple is a bit sus. She said she's been with Joe Biden, Barack and Michelle Obama. Okay, Joe Biden already is this girl she went to high school with. So I'm assuming Joe Biden's been in his like, Joe Biden's like 100 years old right now. So he must have been 70 when he was with her. But then Barack and Michelle Obama? Like, was this imaginary friend of yours? I don't say she's imaginary. With Barack and She's been trafficked to Barack and Michelle Obama. Everybody sit down, take a second, breathe. Sorry. And imagine just how this scenario would go. Let's say this is real. Let's just say, for fun's sake, say I'm the sex trafficker in the situation, all right? So I'm like, all right, Barack wants a girl, or I'm assuming, let's say she's an adult, wants a girl, a woman to like have sex with. Barack hits me up. Hey, Howie, me and Michelle are looking to have a threesome with a girl. Can you hook it up? Yeah. I got you, Barack. Let me just boom. So I go back to the room where this chick's obviously in a cage because she's never escaped. She must be stuck in her house or in a cage. I'm like, look, you better have a threesome with the president and the first lady. Are you gonna take it? No, Howie. I already got with Joe Biden. I already got with the Oprah. You make me get with Michelle and Obama at the same time? You see, that's like an old Jewish guy. But you guys see how ridiculous it sounds, right? Barack and Michelle Obama. Then Oprah and John Travolta. So Oprah, John Travolta, Joe Biden, Barack, Michelle, and the list goes on, all have the same taste in women. This man only has one girl in his repertoire. So, the thread goes on. And then the girl's like, oh, she had a TikTok page with multiple videos on YouTube speaking out about her experience. They banned everything. Then she posts like a bunch of clips of her on Rumble, which is basically where people go after they get banned from YouTube. It's like you find some like very like I guess conspiracy stuff on there. That's where you find like not only just conspiracy stuff, but people that get banned on YouTube. Then like it's just like random like this like just weird shit, right? Anyway, people post crazy shit all the time on fucking Twitter. What bothers me is like I read the first part of the fucking all these tweets. Right? I wrote like this like 10 tweets. I read the first tweet and I was like, this is bullshit. Like it just doesn't make sense, right? And I read the comments and you motherfuckers, like you motherfuckers are so dumb. Like, is there no critical thinking? Not even critical thinking, just logical thinking, Like, oh my god. Like, the top comment, people still call this stuff, quote unquote, conspiracy theories, when it's been known these celebrities into some evil shit. They even showed it to us in the Squid Game, when the elites were betting on who would die for their Squid Game, bitch! Squid Game! If you just took a second to realize, you know what, I'm never going to go into that, because it just, So, there's a lot of people responding like, oh, like, I believe this, and says, sounds like truth is always stranger than fiction. And I just don't know how to respond to the guys. How do you, like, I want to call everyone fucking stupid when I see this stuff, but I try to scroll down it, but the comment section is hilarious. The way people, like, rationalize it. This chick was like, yeah, this makes sense because it's on Squid Game. Can you imagine? Yes, Your Honor. They're guilty because I seen it on a TV show that was based in Korea, where the Korean guy has nothing to do with Americans, but we're talking about Americans raping little girls and elites. Like, what? Oh my god. I don't know what to say. Like, it is what it is, right? I hope y'all have a good fucking weekend. I'll probably release this now. So, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. This is Napboy Radio. Today with Howie. Next week with Izana. I'm out. Peace.
You can't kill me, nigga, I swear that I done died before. Bitch. God told me that I was gonna be here back in 94. Bitch. Chevrolet got that motor, bitch. Diamonds all on my molars. Bitch. Parking lot, I lift the door up. Bitch. Got your bitch smoking Coca-Cola. I can't even roll in peace. All my cars orange and green. I can't even go to sleep.